reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one. Step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Kickoff team out there, we are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense is on the field for the first time today. So here we are, the semifinal stage, the final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff curve, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure. And now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams that are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is a team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
Second down after that run in the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. And the back now goes in motion. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
A 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do you try to go through the air again?
And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Catch made over the middle. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Caught quickly. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. The Buckeyes offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. The defense wraps him up quickly at about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. They'll kick it away here. Good Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but it's a solid gain in return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game. The kick was right down the field for a touchdown. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The RPO caught to the right.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. QB decides to keep it here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. And the tailback's got it again. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
And he keeps it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Looking to the end zone. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Alabama. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Ohio State, 0.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a short completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Buckeyes will have to kick it away when it comes for a second punt of the game. And it's fielded at the 40. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Bringing pressure. Using his legs on the scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. 1st and 10 play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on 3rd down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, you got a big 4th down coming up.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Caught by the receiver. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Touchdown, Ohio State, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Big throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Catch is made down the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. 1st down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up 1st downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw here. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense really clicking.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7.
That makes the score Alabama 21, Ohio State.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Now takes a hit, but lets it fly. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball. It turned into a floater. Now, defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year.
Breaks into the clear. At the 20. At the 10. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Tied.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
29, Ohio State 7.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Buckeyes. Way too much speed on that play. A much-needed score for them trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Ohio State 14.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? He missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
It's out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
It's a shotgun run call. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set with some of those greats.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Alabama.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. On the move now. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Here's the 2nd down play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 2nd down after that previous play. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Short connection to the tight end here. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final at the half. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. And they'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the completion made. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Offense in hurry-up mode. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Here comes 2nd and 10 for the 44 after that incompletion. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half.
21.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
The ball is picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He pulls in the catch. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. Tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games he just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. The 50, the 40. They finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Looks right for a quick completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. They're back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Handoff in a single back formation. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the tight end grabs it over the middle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. He'll hand it off. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They connect for 6.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
And the extra point goes up and good. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Looks like he's going to run it. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that?
They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still
looking to throw it deep. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He'll field it close to midfield. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Quick completion to the tight end. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down. And the completion sets up a 2nd down play. Here comes a handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. He's got a man down the middle. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Ohio State. They battled all the way back to take the lead.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group was coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this route? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the ground. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. And think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
The incompletion makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 27. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He escapes the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. They'll run it here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Oh, my gosh. At this point, this offensive coordinator has to consider going to the backup. This defense is baiting him into coverage, and he continues to throw these interceptions.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. He's in the clear. At the 30 now. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play. A massive shift in field position in one play. Inside their own 10, they're now threatening to score. Catch made, looking for the goal line. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This offense is still clicking.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
28.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down and long now from their own 6. And he'll set up to throw. Wide open downfield. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Across the 40. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage.
I really what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Second down play coming up for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. They'll ride the back again here. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss in the ball.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. A deep shot to the left side. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
That's a fly to the wideout. Receiver left alone. Easy completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to throw again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. The tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And they get the completion. Touchdown, Clemson tie. Still no answer for this offense. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can just see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they look to the pressure?
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down. Stopped at the 27. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll use the ground game here. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Hey, the defense working with this lead does everything right, taking away any threats downfield, gives the quarterback only option really is to take off and pick up some yards. Now, they better be careful because you do that too many times.
He'll take a deep shot. Touchdown! Bam! His passing game is still on fire. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Here's the target, and it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. Motion now from the tight end. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read. And then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. Already punted 5 times now today. And the returner will be brought down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45. So the clock has stopped, and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. First down here for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And there's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Important second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. The receiver makes the catch. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now. Short completion. The 3rd down play coming up. Quarterback still with the football. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Well,
there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And cue the celebration. They have taken the lead in the final minute. After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with. Will they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Time winding down deep in this game, and a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. The Buckeyes will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for a late, deep throw. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger.